The Trust team is known for its stability and you guys have more or less held on to the same roster for years now. Can you tell us on how the team has stayed together for such a long period? Are there no team-breaking arguments that resulted in the removal of a player? We usually have arguments but we're living as a family and our arguments are just to make everything better, not to blame someone. Considering you are one of SEA's most deadly carry, have you been offered to play with other teams or perhaps an organization overseas? What made you stay in Trust for such a long time? Yes, I had some teams inviting me to join, but my problem is that I'm really bad at English and want to play with a Thai team because I want to climb to the top with my friends. According to Valve, they will be sending out the invites for the International 5 in early May. Do you think that your team will receive a direct invite or perhaps an invite to the qualifier? Assuming if it is the qualifier, how do you think you will fare in it? I think it's still hard for us to get a direct invite for now. If we're in the qualifier, we will try our best to make it this time. Tell us which teams you think will be directly invited to the International this year. Secret, e.g., Cloud9, Empire, Alliance, VG, Newbie, Haji, LGD, My, Rave, Tinker, VP.Polar, NIP. Generally, the prize pools of SEA tournaments are low. What kind of side gig do you guys do to gain some extra income for your daily expenses? Do you do any streaming? My side work is teaching Dota. About streaming, I plan to do it soon but still have no chance to do so. What is the most played esports title in Thailand? Heroes of New Earth is the most played in Thailand for now, but it will be Dota 2 in the future. While there have been several Thai teams, besides Trust, throughout Dota 2 history, they were mostly short-lived and not very accomplished. Do you think the reason is the lack of players, or the fact that they choose other games such as LoL? I think it's because they have no intention to fight till the end. Once they lose, they think they cannot surpass the loss and then they surrender instead of improving themselves. Do you think the lack of infrastructure in your country is inhibiting the emergence of young players in Thailand and SEA? It's a chance. What sort of support do you hope to see the Thai government provide for a professional gamer like yourself or to grow the local esports scene? First of all, I hope that they will look at esports to be like sports. Once we look at it that way, maybe not so far in the future, esports player will have a transfer cost like in football. You have quite a lot of overseas fans. Have you considered the option to connect more with your foreign fans through streaming and perhaps supplement your income with streaming? As said before, I plan to stream but I am still looking for the chance to. The 6.82-6.83 comeback mechanisms have been a subject of discussion amongst pro players for several months now. Do you think these mechanisms have a positive impact in competitive Dota, or do you think they should be changed/removed? I think it's bad at first but after many fixes and updates, it is better. I think there's nothing that needs to be changed now. Your most played hero list includes several farm-dependent late-game carries such as Anti-Mage and Morphling. Do you think these heroes have their place in the current meta? I think it's hard in this meta even though it is easy to come back. Many teams choose to play early mid-game or pick carries like Troll, Juggernaut that are strong with less items compared to Morphling and Anti-Mage. Recently, your team has ran an Aura strat, a strat which quite a few teams have ran. Do you think that is the best strat in this meta or perhaps this is what your team feel the most comfortable at? It's a good plan, but to say that it's the best plan or not is up to you. I think we can make a good performance with this Aura plan. Trust typically used to run the 4 Protect 1 strategy with you being the carry. Nowadays, it seems like the team is not running that anymore. Has the current meta destroyed the 4 Protect 1 meta? Yes, of course. Nowadays, 10 minutes is a time to fight, destroy towers. If I play a hard carry that needs to farm for up to 20 minutes, we will lose in the early mid-game. Knowing that many teams consider Troll, Sniper and Storm first pick material, do you think that they will receive changes in the next patch? Or do you think they are just flavor of the month type heroes? For Troll and Sniper, they should be nerfed. But not Storm, I think he is not imbalanced at all. Your team seems to heavily dislike playing against Bristleback, having banned him in many past games. Is there a reason for it, and are there any other heroes your team particularly dislike playing against? I think Bristleback is the most annoying hero for us. He is good at lane, strong in the mid game, and his DPS is high. About the heroes that we don't like, it is the Kinf of Meepo, Tinker, Brute surprise picks. It can make us lose. Thank you for the interview. Are there any shootouts you want to give? Shootout to my fans. I don't know if this is my last year or not, but I'll try my best to be first in the international this year.